up? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a fun one. So I had a couple of polls on Instagram for you guys to decide which makeup products you wanted me to use. So primers, foundations, eyeshadow, everything. You guys picked it all. You guys definitely surprised me with a few of your choices. I was like, oh, okay, sure. Why not? Let's do it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it and let's see what you guys picked for me to wear. So the first thing is primer, and you guys had a choice between the Ole Henriksen primer and the Tarte primer, and obviously as you can see 63% voted for the Ole Henriksen, so we're gonna go with that one. So it's the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. It's got vitamin C in there, so it's really good to brighten and glow up your skin. A little bit of this on my face, and I'm just gonna rub it in. So I do have a bit of dry skin on my nose and a little bit on this eye, and it's super flaky and dry. I think it's a little bit of sunburn, a little bit of eczema, all in one. So much fun. And for foundation, you guys had a choice between the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation and the Marc Jacobs Remarkable. And as you guys can see, we have a winner, which is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable at 63%. So we're gonna pop that one on, give it a good shake because it is super pigmented. Now this one is number 27, which is a little bit light for me. So I am gonna mix a little bit of my NARS Sheer Glow in the shade Barcelona, just to give it a little bit of something something. And I'm gonna blend that in with my beauty blender. So what I'm doing with the NARS is I'm putting a little bit of the NARS on my hand, dipping my beauty blender in there and blending them all through. Because it is so pigmented, a little bit goes a super long way. I haven't used the Remarkable foundation in so long, and I remember why I love it, because it is so full coverage. And literally like the tiniest bit goes such a long way. It's crazy. Because my skin feels a little bit flaky and dry at the moment, I'm just going to spray a bit of Fix Plus over the top just to keep it nice and hydrated. I also dirtied the crap out of my shirt. Love that when that happens. Love that. And for concealer, I had you guys pick between the Huda Beauty and the Tarte Shape Tape, and it was super close. 40% Huda, 60% Tarte. So we're gonna go with the Shape Tape. So the color I've got in the Shape Tape is light. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit of this under my eyes. Bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead. Cupid's bow, and chin. Blend the under eyes, and I'm going to put what's left over on my lid. And next we had loose powder. So I had you guys decide between the Mecca Max loose powder and the Huda Beauty, and by a pretty decent vote we got 64% for the Huda Beauty. So we're gonna do a little bit of setting with this. I was gonna bake with it, but at the moment I'm just like feeling so dry. Like I just feel flaky and dry, and I really don't want to put too much powder on. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques setting powder brush, and the shade that I've got in the powder is called Pound Cake. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on my setting brush. I'll tap off most of the excess. Pat it in first. Just setting where I put the concealer. And for bronzer, you guys had to choose between the new Fenty Beauty bronzer or the Tarte bronzer, and definitely by a landslide, the Fenty is definitely the winner at 76%. So we're gonna grab that one. I haven't used this yet. I literally just got it yesterday, so it is brand new. This one is in the shade Caramel Cutie, and I'm gonna pop that on with the Smjp tapered face brush. my little pink ear. My ears are always red, like permanently red, I swear. They're always hot. They're so sensitive. If you touch my ear, it just flares up red. It's... And now I'm going to see how this goes with contouring my nose. So I've just got a Smjp tapered shadow brush. So it's just like sort of a flat, fluffy flat brush. As much as I I actually really do like this bronzer so far. The white was not a good idea with bronzer because now it looks so dirty and I'm going to like be so OCD and want to clean this all the time. Like as soon as I'm done, I'm going to clean it. Boss, excuse me, can you give me my brush back, please? I'm not lying when I said I was going to clean it. The white is so pretty, but so impractical. For blush, I had you guys choose between the Benefit California blush and one of the Laura Geller baked blushes. And it was very close. We've got 59% for Benefit, so we're going to go for that one. Man, you guys really do like the same shit. I mean, I was trying to like change it up, but you guys definitely are still voting for the same sort of things, which I'm not mad about because they're my ride or die. So it's okay. Alright, I'm going to take the Benefit California blush and I'm going to pop that on with my Sigma Powder Blush Brush F10. And what was next? I think we had highlight. Let's have a look. So the options for highlight were 2 of the Fenty highlighting sticks mixed together or the Amrezy highlighter by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So we've got 45 for the Fenty and 55 for Amrezy. So we're going to go with the Amrezy one and I'm going to pop that on with my Morphe E61 brush. So now that I've done my cheekbones, I'm going to do down the bridge of my nose. And my Cupid's bow. A little bit on the chin and teeny tiny bit on the forehead. Alright, so now for brows. So you guys had a choice between the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow and the Benefit Brow Pencils, which are my favorite, but you guys picked the Dip Brow at 51%. Super, super close. So we're going to go for that one. So I'm going to grab my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Medium Brown, and I'm going to use my MAC 266 brush, which is just a really nice, super fine angled brush. I have not done my brows with Dip Brow in a very long time. Because mine is a little bit dried out, I'm just going to grab a little bit of Inglot Duraline and just pop a tiny drop of that in there just to give it a little bit of life back, you know? Duraline is a lifesaver for any sort of like gels or like pots. So I'm going to zoom you guys in. First things first, I'm going to give them a bit of a comb through. So I'm going to give them a comb upwards. I'm going to start with small hair-like strokes. And I'm going to head out to the tail. And because I have like no tail in my brow, it like just stops so short, I swear. I need to add a little bit towards the end here. I'm just going to give them another brush through just to make sure there's no harsh lines and everything's sort of blended. So for eyeshadow, I had you guys decide between ColourPop single eyeshadows and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. And so we've got, what do we got? 54 for the Subculture palette, so that does win. I actually really love this palette. Like, I don't know why everyone was kind of having a bit of a rage about it. Like, I didn't find any issues with mine. So I'm gonna grab the shade Edge, which is this really pretty sort of mustardy yellow color down here. And I'm gonna pop that on with my E23 brush. Pop this in the crease. It up and out like I always love to do. Alright, and the next shade that I'm going to grab is going to be Untamed, which is this green shade right here. And I'm going to pop that on with my MAC 217 in the crease, just not as high up as we went with the yellow. And I'm also going to focus this mostly on the outer corner, give it a bit of a V sort of shape. And I'm just going to pick up the Morphe brush again and just softly blend the edges. And I'm going to deepen that up with a little bit of the shade Axis, and I'm going to grab my Stila number 30 brush. This is a double-ended brush. These are one of my ride or die brushes. Like, I swear I can't do a look on clients without this brush. But I'm going to use this end here. It's a small blending brush, but it's still super fluffy. It's not too dense. I'm just going to use this to just give a bit more definition in this crease. Sort of V it out. And now I'm going to grab the other end of the Stila brush, and I'm going to take the shade Dawn out of the palette, which is just a really nice sort of nudie sort of color, and I'm just going to pop that on the lid just to give a little bit of a clean up, but I don't really want to cut the whole crease. Just to make sure it's blended, I want to swap sides and not take any more product on the brush, but it's still got a bit of that Axis shade. Just going to make sure everything's nice and blended. Because this is super pigmented, it's acting a bit like a cut crease without the super defined line. Good when you're a little bit lazy and can't be bothered cutting the crease with a concealer. And for the under eye, I'm going to grab the shade All Star, which is this sort of maroony color here. And I'm just going to use my Sigma Small Tapered Blending Brush, E45. It's like a really nice pencil brush. And I'm just going to put this underneath. And for winged eyeliner, I'm going to grab my Fenty Beauty Fly Liner. This one is in the shade Cause I'm Black. It's just the black one. So now I'm just going to pick up a black eyeliner. This is the MAC Eye in, it's just black. It's called Smolder. Just going to tightline with this. And for mascara, I'm going to grab my Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara. I did not give you guys options with like the liner and stuff like that, just because I thought it was going to be too many options for you and you guys were going to get annoyed like having to scroll through my story like over and over again. Anyway, pop a bit of this on my lashes. Remember, I really wasn't the biggest fan of this mascara when I first tried it, but now I really do like it, especially under false lashes, because it gives a really nice like soft, like it spreads them out, makes them look nice and wispy, so they blend into the false lashes really well. And for lashes, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab two styles of lashes. So these ones are both the Eyelaw Lengthening number 35 and these ones are the Eyelaw number 70. These ones are a volume one. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to layer the two and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So I'm going to start with these ones here because they've got quite the thick base. So they're going to be really good to have as a base, nice and strong, and then the other ones, the 35s, are going to be nice and thin and super easy to pop over the top. Now you can do these two ways. So you can pop one on first and then pop the other one after once this is dried. But I find it's actually a bit easier just to put the two together, which I'll show you in a sec. And that way you're pretty much like popping on like just one big thick lash. So it's a lot easier than popping one on, waiting for it to dry, then popping another one on. I'm going to grab the number 70s. So with the number 70s, they are pre-glued. So it's pretty easy just to pop them on. So I do use a mixture of tweezers and the actual lash applicator. I can get them on with the tweezers, and then I use this just to clamp them together with your natural lashes, and it will help as well to clamp the two lashes together and then to my natural lashes. I've got this one, and I'm just going to grab them in the middle, and I'm going to grab the right one out of the number 35 pack, and I'm going to stick them on top. I'm just going to use these two together and kind of push them together. Pretty much doubled up now, if you can see. So they're nice and doubled. I'll show you what the number 70 looks on its own. So if you can see how they are doubled up now. It's not completely attached, like there is a little bit of this corner that's unattached, but once I stick that on, it'll be super easy to just merge the two together. So I'm just gonna pop a bit of my Tarte Lash Glue on. So I always stick them down in the middle, and then I get the outer corner stuck, and then I get that inner corner. So now I'm gonna grab the Tarte Lash Applicator, and I'm just gonna get them in here and give them a little sandwich. And I give them a bit of a lift. I always find, because my natural lashes are so like dead straight, they almost go down, they're that dead straight, I always have to give my lashes a bit of a lift when they're drying, just to make sure they stay up. Otherwise they'll just go. Alright, let's go for the other ones. Now I gotta wait for this to get nice and tacky and dry. On a side note, have you guys seen how cool my protein shaker is? It's fucking Harley Quinn. Like, I'm such a freaking nerd. If they had Harry Potter ones, I think that would just be like, that'd be it. There wouldn't be anything better. Another thing I love about these eyelashes is the shape of them already is super curved. So you can pop them straight on and they work really, really, really well. They're not too, like, the band isn't too hard to maneuver. Okay, I have no idea if that recorded or not, but all I did was pop a little bit of inner corner highlight in here, teeny tiny, a little bit under my brow, but I just used the same Amrezy highlighter that I used to highlight my face. All that's left is lips, so let's see what you guys decided. So I had, ooh, it's very close. So I had the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick or the Fenty Mademoiselle lipstick, and 43% said ABH and 57% said Fenty. So we're going to use the Fenty one, which is another new Fenty product that I have. I'm super excited. Now this one is in the shade Single. Isn't that funny? Oh, it's super creamy. I totally thought it was going to be way drier, but oh my god, it's creamy. And zoom you guys out. And I didn't ask you guys about a setting spray just because I thought it was going to be way too many options for you guys and just get, yeah, really annoying. So I'm just going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set Setting Spray and spray that all over. It smells so good. Alright guys, so that is the finished look. Oh my god, I had so much fun with you guys picking my makeup. Like, it was definitely, I was like, oh, okay. Some of the things, I was like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to pick that? But you guys did really, really well. So I was so happy to do this and it was so much fun. I saw so many other tags of it. And I know, once again, I'm super late to the bandwagon, as I always am. But it was still fun and I was so, like, I loved having you guys get involved in picking what I was gonna do. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and before you leave, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click that red button down below, and then don't forget to click the notifications bell right next to it. That way you don't miss out on a single video when I upload them. And also give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah!